Hello everyone, this is John from MtG Modern Ad Nauseam, and welcome to this league number 7, if I'm correct. Yes, it should be number 7. And this league is going to be, once again, a fairly straightforward deck list. I haven't changed much since last time, so unfortunately this thing doesn't work very well on my MTGO. I can't, for some reason, he stopped saving my deck after the number 6, so number 5. So, well, this list doesn't change much compared to last time, if I remember correctly. So I'm quite happy to go with this very robust main board with 4 Fear Action and Life, 4 Angel Grace, 4 Ad Nauseam, of course, but 3 Spoil of the Vault, 3 Pact of Negation, double Wincon, and still 4 City of Brass, and Fallout Bloom for Prism, and 6 Scryland, and no funky land like Mikokoro or anything, so just 20 land and 8 mana rocks. So it's very, very robust, not really fancy in the main board, and I won't get anything fancy in the sideboard either. I still want to give a chance to Nephalia Academy. I think he did great last league against Iraq. So we always played Nephalia Academy while we were having a Leyline of Sanctity, so of course the combination of both is great. I remember playing Nephalia Academy alone in a game against Abzan, so without the Leyline of Sanctity. It's really struggle. It's really struggle to really help us if we face multiple discard, and we can put it on top of a library, but at the end of the day, if we don't already have the combo in our hand, we will still need to draw new and fresh cards. We can't just carry on just by putting stuff on top of a library. It will only work if we already have everything we need in hand. So it's a little bit difficult when it's alone. It can work, but a little bit situational. But we saw that when we managed to get this on the opening hand, drop a Leyline of Sanctity, and we can draw a little bit later on this Nephalia, and it worked pretty well to help us not discarding the key piece of combo. This time I want to run a third discard because I always feel like we never it's never a wrong decision to put more discard. It's always useful. So why Inquisition of Kozilek? Mainly because I don't have the third season on MTGO, but I guess it's also good to have an Inquisition. It could be a one-off against aggro when we don't necessarily want to lose life. It could be actually quite relevant to bring maybe just a single Inquisition. Will always be useful against aggro. But we might not just put it in, but we have it, and to me, outside of this Leyline, Pact of Negation, Echoing Truth, Bosechu, it's difficult. Yeah, it's very difficult to find something that has which is as powerful as this bunch of cards. So yeah, I'm struggling. I think we're all right. I think we're all right with this card. We'll see if we bring it in. I want to play 2 Giga, so I played a casual event. No, just a normal event at my local game store, a Swiss 4 round that we have every Tuesday. And I was playing 2 Giga, and why I play 2 is because I feel like 1 I pretty much it's very hard to draw it, so it was very hard for me to understand the impact of the card. So putting 2 is just getting more chance to draw it, and I actually did draw it a couple of times today, once against Affinity and once against Jeskai Control. And I used it against Affinity as a fog effect. I ended up tapping a bunch of creature. Even if I couldn't tap all the creature, I managed to tap Signal Pest, all these value creatures. So he ended up attacking with a couple of Ornicopter and a Mem Knight, which was only a single damage. So it was very good to be used as a fog effect. And against Affinity, it was also quite relevant if we can see our opponent is holding a card and holding a color mana. So he could have hold a spell piece or something like that. So it's good against both his attacker and also to target his mana. So I thought it was very relevant to have it against Affinity. I ended up using it as just a fog effect, but I really like the versatility of it. And I also used it against Jeskai Control to tap, just simply tap his land. I felt it was a little bit underwhelming because we rely on mana rocks to build a mana as well. I definitely had less land than him, and also I had a Gemstone Mine, which was alright in my situation, but I can see a situation where we only have one counter, and we might not want to use the blue for replicate with our Gemstone Mine. So what I ended up doing is I could tap 4 of his blue mana source, but he also had a Ghost Quarter, which was a bit annoying because he just dropped a Ghost Quarter, and he can pretty much just get the tap land out of it straight away. So it was a bit underwhelming, definitely. But well, I managed to tap 4 of his 6 land, and I had a double Pact of Negation backup on top of Giga Drowse. So at the end of the day, I didn't have 3 counterspell in hand, so I would have been able to go through anywhere without the Giga Drowse. But I realized it's just maybe not as powerful as I thought it would be against pure control. I'm happy to give it more chance. It still helped us. I mean, if I only had 1 counterspell and he was on 2 counterspell, then I guess with the Giga Drowse he had only 2 mana left. So he could only use 1 counterspell. It would have helped. I'm pretty sure, in that situation. So yeah, Giga Drowse, we're gonna give it one more chance. I still want to keep Patrician Skull on Echoing Truth, slow the Pact. To me, that's stapled in the sideboard. It covers a lot of situation, and yeah, that's pretty much this bit here is pretty much our flex spot in the sideboard that we can move around. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this deck tech. If you just joined this channel, is the first video you watch, please go and watch maybe the deck tech for league number 6 or league number 5, because we've been playing roughly the same deck over the past few leagues. So maybe I drop a little bit more information about the reason of the main board in these previous videos. And in the meantime, we're just gonna jump straight into the first match of this league number 7. Thank you very much.